Okay, so I was thinking about this the other day and I wanted to share it with you guys because it's just a memory that I have. And, so I was thinking about this. I was like, man, I can't believe he didn't get mad at me. And I don't know if I share that in here in the channel or not. So if I did, I'm sorry about that. If I didn't, here it is. So maybe I was about 12 years old or something like that. I was helping my uncle set up a sidecar on his motorcycle. He had an old school motorcycle. I don't remember what it was. It was in Cuba, so it was probably some Russian or something related motorcycle, right? So again, I remember that we worked in this motorcycle pretty much the entire day. And the reason why I remember that is because, I had a really good time. It was, I always liked motorcycles since I was a little kid. And when I got the chance to work on my uncle's motorcycle, to me, it was like a big deal, right? And by the way, I'm telling you guys the story as I'm here with my 2009 Road Glide with my new trunk, which I'm pretty pumped about it. I already have it for quite a while and it has been great. But again, we're setting up this sidecar and it was awesome. We put it on, I think it was like late afternoon already by the time that we finished. And one thing that my uncle always used to do is that he used to let me start up the motorcycle, right? It was like fun, right? And remember, back in those days, you actually had to kick it, right? So I got in the bike and I remember he told me how to do it. And I've done this so many different times by now that it's just not a new thing to me, right? So I got in the bike and I started kicking the bike. And I remember that I was holding the clutch in. And I don't know what happened. I really can't tell you all the details on that because, like I say, I was like 12 or maybe 11. I'm 41 years old, so it has been a really long time since that happened. But again, as I, went down in the kick and whatever happened, I let go of the clutch. And next thing I know, I took off, right? So now I'm taking off and just, the bike is going not super fast, but obviously the bike is moving and I'm holding to the bars. I remember my uncle kind of jumped into the motorcycle to kind of hold the motorcycle as well. And obviously I had a sidecar, brand new sidecar installed, and I hit the sidecar against a car that it was in front of me. Now, I gotta tell you, this is in Cuba, right? In Cuba, it was a communist, or it is a communist country. It's not like the United States. Obviously, we are blessed to be able to live in this country, and serving in the Marine Corps was one of the biggest honors that I ever had being in this country, right? And everybody looks at me when I vlog in the camera. Everybody's like, who the heck is that guy with that camera? That's kind of weird, but whatever, it is what it is. But again, in Cuba, it's not like you could get a sidecar from the store or, like get a fix or anything like that. It's always a pain on the butt. Again, what I'm trying to say is that when I crashed that sidecar, it was a really big deal. And, it was not something that he could just go to the corner and get another one. It just doesn't work that way. So I crashed the sidecar. It was, damage hole in the front, all that. But the thing about it that I remember the most was that my uncle didn't say anything to me. He was just so concerned that I was okay. Really so concerned that I was fine. So concerned that I didn't hurt myself. That nothing happened to me. That to me, it was amazing, right? He could have been mad. He could have scream at me. He could have told me, hey, you crashed my sidecar. It cost me this much to get it. I'm not going to be able to get another one. He could have told me so many different things, but he didn't. All he was worried about was my safety and if I was okay or not. And again, it was not something that I realized back then, right? I was just scared because I crashed my uncle's bike. But now that I'm older, I realized that, that was nice. That was really, really nice. And you know what? I appreciate that a lot. I really do appreciate that a lot. Now, I haven't seen him in 25, 26, 27 years or something like that. Obviously, I live in the United States and he doesn't live here. But anyways, I was thinking about that story and I wanted to share it with you guys. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.